Okay, good morning. Thank you, Dr. Ahmed, for your introduction. I'd like to introduce you today to Dr. Darshi Shah. Dr. Darshi is a Senior Patient Safety and Education Manager for Business Area, Middle East, Africa, and Central Emerging Markets at Novo Nordisk. Dr. Darshi is a pharmacist by profession. She has multifunctional working experience in pharmacovigilance, regulatory affairs, and quality since 2013. With over 10 years' experience in various local and multinational pharma companies, Darshi has been involved in shaping various health authority legislations across different countries, shaping quality management systems for regulatory affairs, quality, and pharmacovigilance. She has proven capabilities in affiliate and regional PV governance, as well as being savvy in audits and CAPA implementation. Darshi believes that patient safety is a vital function and is everyone's responsibility. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Darshi.
Thanks, Mareez. So good morning, everyone. So today we're going to talk about something interesting. It's about keeping up with the regulatory landscape. So what is this that we are talking about, keeping up with the regulatory landscape? But before I begin, I'd just like to give a little waiver that these are my personal views, and in no way are they the views for the company I work for. So what are regulatory requirements? In a nutshell, they are basically rules a business must follow. They are cited by regulators and compliance officers. So they outline qualifications required, processes a business needs to follow, or records that we are required to maintain as a business. When we come down to pharmaceutical companies, pharmaceutical regulations are a combination of legal, administrative, and technical measures that governments take to ensure the safety, efficacy, and quality of medicines, as well as the relevance and accuracy of product information. So why is it important that we need to do these as pharma companies? So regulatory changes have a big impact on several areas like patient safety, market access, drug research, and production. We also need to protect the patients and improve healthcare systems. Governments pass new laws and regulations such as increased pharmacovigilance standards, stricter protocols for clinical studies, and more stringent approval procedures for drug marketing authorizations. To handle these changes and enhance healthcare, we as industry professionals need to stay informed by regularly monitoring these requirements. So, while we're doing this, we do come across several challenges. Some of the most common challenges that we face as pharma companies are that new regulations may be passed without pharma industry involvement. Final regulations may also contain more stringent requirements than anticipated, making it harder for pharma companies to live up to. Regulators may not provide enough time or quick solutions for an interim process until companies are ready to live up to the requirements. So there is something in place, but we're not able to quickly adapt to these new regulations. So sometimes health authorities may be a little bit stringent and say, no, you need to follow the process as is, as cited in the new regulation. And then there's increased time and resources required for compliance that can lead to higher costs, which may unfortunately be passed on to patients and healthcare systems. There may also be lack of communication from authorities on updated regulations, and sometimes it may be difficult to know when draft guidelines are finalized. Some health authorities may not be that vocal to let you know or inform companies that we have now passed on a new regulation that you must follow. Circulation of new requirements may sometimes be delayed and take time to reach key players. So it's not just us in pharmacovigilance or in regulatory, but it may also affect us cross-functionally, and thus it may not reach all key players within the company or within the company locally, or if you're in a multinational, then the various layers up to the organization, and it may not even pass on to other companies or other sectors which may be affected, maybe finance as well. So that was a short presentation. I hand it over to Mareez.
Thank you so much, Dr. Darshi, for this interesting topic. And now allow me to introduce you Dr. Rania Haggag, a highly skilled pharmacovigilance lead for Gulf and Levant at Organon. Rania started her career as global drug safety specialist intern at MSD Americas. Her passion for drug safety and her exceptional skills helped her to climb the ladder of success. Today, she leads the Gulf and Levant region in pharmacovigilance, ensuring the safety and regulatory compliance of all drug-related activities at Organon. With a background in clinical pharmacy and a master's degree in business management and marketing, Rania brings a unique and valuable perspective to her role as a pharmacovigilance lead. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Rania Haggag.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Mareez and Darshi. So Darshi, in the last session, she highlighted the challenges that the pharmacovigilance industry or key points are facing during their regular checks for the reg and tell, and how to get more information about how to be more compliant. So what we did, basically, that we went to the industry to understand how we can bridge these gaps, how we can understand, or what's the suggestions. But before I started, this is a disclaimer that all the slides and the information in the slides are not Organon's opinion. This is a consolidated feedback from the pharma industries, suggestions of how we can do our own regulatory or reg and tell activities better. So let's get started. First of all, most of us face kind of challenges for the interface of the health authorities, how they are not that user-friendly. And some of them, they are facing some glitches in the system. Sometimes when we do our regular screening, we face some glitches in the websites. So we can eliminate those glitches and do a centralized tab for all the pharmacovigilance updates and the points of contact. This is from the website interface and how we do the regular screen. For the interactions, some of our folks actually suggested that they would love to have session, at least one-time session, as a one-to-one with the key stakeholders or anyone representative from the health authorities, so they can get more information. They know who is the point of contact and how to get more information and clarity about everything. And we face some challenges with identifying the key points of contact in some health authorities. So if we have kind of a tab where we can find all the contact details and maybe a hotline if it's available to send our queries and requests as well. Basically, we can utilize the websites for any new published regulations, and this also happens in Lebanon, where they publish their drafts, and this was one of the best practices that our industry really liked it to review and able to give their own feedback about it. Last, actually, this was a common feedback from the industry. We need a business continuity plan. Sometimes we face that the websites are not working, so we don't know what's actually who to contact, what's the plan B, how we can do and continue submit our documents. It's going to be through a fax, through an email. So we would like to have a clarity and have more of a secondary point of contact and contact information regarding what will going to happen if a disaster or the website or shutdown for the website, or what's the alternative channels that we will communicate with the health authority on. So this is my last thing. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be with you, and I hope that what I have shared is actually useful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Rania. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And if you have any question regarding the presentations, please find us in the networking breaks. Thank you.